Hi Cancer, and welcome to your eclipse season tarot forecast. This will cover the time frame of July 13th through August 11th, 2018. So this reading is about the eclipses we are just about to have, and that starts with your new moon on the 13th, Friday the 13th, I might add. And I personally feel that Friday the 13th is a lucky day just because it's rare, but not everybody shares that. Anyways, we have a partial solar eclipse with your new moon on the 13th. And then on the 27th of July, we have a full moon in Aquarius, which will be a full lunar eclipse and is a very special and rare eclipse, the longest eclipse in the last century, lasting an hour and 23 minutes. And then we will have our final solar eclipse in the new moon Leo on August 11th. And that will end this eclipse season. We have all these planets retrograde right now, so what this means for you is eclipses are all about things, leaving out of your life and new things coming in. It's about changes. It's also about things coming to light, about everything, but also truths about yourself, seeing your shadow self, seeing it in a very different perspective. Think of the kaleidoscope when you switch the notch, the whole picture before your eyes changes, right? So you're going to get like this glimpse of your inner self, of your shadow self through these eclipses. And you're also, many things will be brought to light. So new moons are all about planting seeds of the new, and full moons are about the manifestation of those seeds, right? And so this is going to be a very crazy season. And when I was younger, I always noticed that life just got kind of funky and weird in July and August. Like, I just always noticed, like, around that time period, all through July, all through August. And I had no awareness of eclipses or astrology like I do now. And so when I look back on life, I'm like, okay, yeah, I totally get that. When the eclipses are in that time frame, that's when it really impacts me the most. And I can say, by doing research and looking at when the eclipse happens in different signs, I could see how that actually correlated to my life with big changes when it happened in my moon sign or my sun sign. This first series of 3 eclipses starts with your sun sign, Cancer. And if your moon is also in Cancer, it's going to be a big shift of energy. If your moon is in Aquarius or Leo, again, big shift of energy, because you have your moon, or well, your sun sign here in Cancer, and then if your moon is any one of these 3, then big deal for you guys. So I'm going to pull a card to represent which house is going to be most impacted by this new moon in Cancer solar eclipse that we're having on the 13th. So you guys are the ruler of the 4th house, which is home and family, unconditional love, nurturing, fertility. All right, so for you guys, your new moon is, this is all about the 2nd house, and I'm talking about the eclipse energy portion of your new moon. It's really impacting this 2nd house for you guys. So this could be a big shift in your finances, your assets, your material tangible goods. This could also be about your body and different things that you are having done, whether cosmetically or you are taking on a new diet and exercise program to, better your physical appearance. It's just, it's like the 6th house is more of when you are, doing diet and exercise for a healthy state of being, and the second house is more for like appearance, for cosmetic, like surgery, that type of stuff, because you know it's Venus is the ruling planet of the second house, which is beauty, right? And things like that. So we'll leave that as a placeholder, because you know maybe this Aquarius full moon or this Leo new moon is going to also impact your second house. So let's see, Cancer. Well, all right. So we have the 9th house for this Aquarius full moon total lunar eclipse. Broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So Cancer, this Aquarius full moon, very deep spiritually. That's where a big shift and change of energy, and this to me is more like something that you're going to receive. So spiritually, you're going to have a big upgrade or a complete shift in your current belief system. You might have ascribed to a particular religion or belief system most of your life, and through this eclipse season you might very well open yourself up to a different belief system. So let's just say maybe you have been raised Christian, but you're really feeling a calling towards Buddhism, you know, in your, you know, adult years. And so during this eclipse season, you might very well decide that you're going to switch that up. You're going to open yourself up and explore that. So spiritually, there's going to be a shift of energy also with this here. And the second house, some of you may be returning to school to receive like your graduate degree, you know, some post-education to further your career somehow, some way. So we will put Jupiter here, as that is the ruling planet for the 9th house. And let's see what this new moon in Leo has for Cancer. Where is that going to impact your life the most? All right, wow. So we have the 10th house. Cancer, many of you, this might be where we are like completing some sort of education. We're starting some sort of education, because we have 9th house, 10th house, and then we have 2nd house. So we have finances, furthering education, spirituality, long journey, and then our career, our achievements, our status in the outside world. All right, Cancer. So many of you, this is definitely career-based to improve finances. Some of you, it's like you are completing this education, and that's opening up new opportunities for more income and different type of career or, you know, job. But some of you, this could very well be where you're taking a spiritually based practice and making it into a business somehow, some way. You could be a tarot reader, you could do Reiki, you could do massage therapy, essential oils. I mean, there's so many different things in that genre, you know, of spirituality and holistic healing and things of that nature. And some of you very well come up with the idea during this eclipse season, or you're making it real during this eclipse season. Also, there's going to be a returning of dreams and desires to you guys, because Chiron is retrograde and Chiron is the healer. So there's going to be missed opportunities returning. There's going to be relationships, friends, family, maybe even ex-lovers returning back into your life, either for, you know, a new relationship to be shared or for final understanding and closure. So there's a lot going on. Mercury is also going retrograde during this eclipse season. So that's all about the return. But let's pull some tarot to see what is up with the 2nd, 9th, and 10th house for you guys. All right, so we have Temperance, 6 of Cups, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, King of Wands, And King of Swords. Wow, there are a lot of people in your reading, Cancer. All right, starting here. You know, with this, it's like I would expect to see this more in the 8th house, like shared resources, but your enhancement to your resources or decrease to your resources could have something to do with like a spouse or a living situation. Maybe you currently live with like a roommate, and that's going to change because you know, this is in the 4th house, your house of Cancer, so it is about home and family and roots, but it's also impacting your 2nd house here. So what I see is there may be a change in your living situation or arrangement where you are either getting rid of like some roommates or you're getting a new roommate. You could be also moving in with a lover, a romantic partner with the 6 of Cups here. But to me, this is more like there's going to be an increase to this 2nd house energy, to your finance. And it comes from like some sort of connection that has history to it. This isn't just like money randomly be like given to you. This could also be where we're taking this spiritually based practice or any idea to make your own business, and we're putting our heart and soul into it no matter what it takes. Okay, that could also be what's spoken of here. Now when we move over here, we have this Queen of Swords and this this Knight of Cups in this position. What I see here, Cancer, is I feel like this is more your energy, or it's like a mentor to you. And this particular person is either really helping you intellectualize higher understanding, whether it be education or complete like spiritual teaching. There's this energy here, so this could be your mentor, okay, teaching you these things. Very important person, very wise person, is giving you ultimate truth and clarity, okay, Cancer? Or this is you coming into this energy, whereas before, because this is water energy right here, where we're kind of back and forth, we're wishy-washy, we're in, we're out, and look, there's even a crab right there. So yeah, this is definitely your energy, Cancer. And the Knight on this side, he's interested, but he's not really focused. Like, he wants to explore as much as he can, and he wants to understand everything. And you know, some of you, this could indicate where you just haven't been wanting to be tied down to any sort of romantic relationship, okay? But with this 9th house energy, with this Aquarius full moon lunar eclipse, there's a total shift from this to this, where now we're solid, we're stable, we're steady, we're seeing clearly, we're really introspecting, because this is the inner self in this position. We're really introspecting about, you know, our own interests and how much do we really put into it. Are we interested for 5 minutes and give it our all and then throw our hands, or are we very consistent and diligent about what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to understand? So I see big time upgrade to your knowledge base, to your spirituality somehow, some way. And this is general, so some of you, it is this, you know, hiring your education. Others of you, this is this spiritual upgrade. But I do feel, because we do have the Knight here in this position along with this Queen, and this is about long journeys, some of you are going on some sort of like spiritual mission or religious type of mission, maybe even like a Peace Corps type of service, and it could be where you just kind of decide this last minute, okay? But it's, wow, it's really all about, I feel, more spirituality than hiring your education. It's just very strong in that. And then we come here to the 10th house, which is career and your achievements, your status in the outside world. And again, we have the people, you know, in their inner selves. And there's just, it's like here, there's things that we're bothered by that we thought we had overcome, but we're still bothered by them. And, you know, can we face the storm or not? In your workplace, this could be two people that you're dealing with that either have your back or are trouble to you. You know, it's truly different for everybody. So let's pull some tarot here to get more clarity on what exactly this means. Because, man, 4 people plus a major and then just cups here. All right, so here, the second house, we have locked doors can now be opened. So this is a positive energy. This is the increase to the second house energy. So this is where we're finally executing this career idea, doing our own, you know, business, whether it be spiritually or otherwise. You know, we're finally seeing the way to do that. Opportunities are coming to us. We have the resources. We have the courage, you know, whatever it may be for each and every one of you. It's like this is the key coming to this second house. So it's either new ideas, new opportunities, or finally the tangible money or goods being put in your hand. All right. And this has been, for many of you, something you've been working at for quite some time, I feel, just because of temperance in this position and then the 6 of Cups in this position. It's like, you know, don't sacrifice yourself for the greater good. This is a time where you have to stand your ground for yourself, and you'll be happy that you did. It's like for your own benefit. And here's this key into this second house energy with this Cancer new moon. So very powerful, very positive for Cancer, which we would expect that, right? Since it is your new moon. So here with this 9th house, we have the Maiden, a new relationship blossoms. Okay, so with this energy, just because this is about like spirituality and, you know, hiring your education, for many of you, this is the person, like your mentor, your teacher, somebody else that's along on this spiritual journey that you really bond with and connect to, like a soulmate type of relationship. Also with this, you know, it very well could indicate that there's a new romantic relationship that is about to manifest in your life that is based more upon spirituality. Okay, like that's the connection that brings you two together, or you're both furthering your education for the advancement of your careers, and there's a relationship that's born. Now, this could just be a friendship. This could be a romantic partnership. This could be a mentor-student type of relationship. But for many of you, this is the energy. It's either you are the mentor or you're the student. It could go either way. But I definitely see that. And because like we're getting very real and connected to our inner self, this is that also that desire of, I want a real relationship. I want something that is soul, and I feel it there, and we share similar ideas about, you know, spirituality and the mysteries of the universe and things of that nature. So in this area, there's a new relationship for Cancer, all right? And what that relationship is different for each of you. And now here in this 10th house, look at this. We have the King, authority and diplomacy. So Cancer, we have very strong masculine energy here. We have 3 kings. What I'm feeling about that is maybe you are going to become your own boss, okay, finally. Do your own business here. Others of you, this could be like this is a troubled relationship. You're having a hard time. This would be in the workplace, or you feel like this energy here, this masculine energy, is preventing you from achieving your goals. So if you're like married, maybe you are trying to further your education, but your spouse is like, no, we don't have the time or the money for you to do that. All right. It's just, there's like some masculine force that is creating conflict and friction in this 10th house, but this 10th house energy is attached to this 9th and 2nd house, right? And Aquarius would be the 11th house, which is all about wishes and friendships and things like that. So I'm not surprised to see that we have a new spiritual connected, most likely like friendship or mentor, teacher, student type of thing. But for some of you, this will absolutely be romantic. And then over here in this 10th house, that's the only place I'm really seeing things just kind of a little tangled up, is there's some masculine energy. But with that being part of the Leo new moon, perhaps some of you are feeling like a creative block, because this could all just be talking about the divine masculine and creativity is the divine feminine. So maybe some of you in your career, you're just feeling very blocked, like you can't go any further than you have, or you're just like, oh, I don't really know that this is what I really want to do. Go with that feeling and see where it leads you, because it's coming during eclipse season, which means it absolutely means something significant, Cancer. Follow your heart. There's new doors being opened for you guys. And this energy can all unfold during the 13th of July through the 11th of August, but it can also extend beyond that, because retrograde season goes, you know, all the way really till the end of the year, but most of the planets start moving direct in August. All right, so your overall outcome with this energy is really nice. Look at this, the Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, magic, blessing. Yeah. So if there's any sort of blockage or stagnation in your life, through these eclipses, it's creating the space for new beginning for Cancer. So with that, I have to say this, Cancer. For that new beginning, there are some things that will have to eclipse out of your life to make way for the new, and that's just part of the process, you know. It's, you click the kaleidoscope and the picture changes before your eyes, and what you saw before is now gone and you're looking at something brand new. And that's, you know, really indicated by this being your overall outcome. There is, I say, new jobs. Like many of you are gonna, if you're just feeling really oppressed by this energy here, you're gonna decide to leave. Like it's just going to be a snap decision, or there's other opportunities that come your way, or we're finally deciding to start our own business, whether it be just some creative talent, spiritually based practice, all right, artistic ability, and a very significant, important spiritual relationship coming in, and that's all encompassed in this card. There is new fertility coming in for Cancer. So Cancer, those are your messages for this eclipse season, and you can definitely expect big changes taking place in your 2nd and 10th house, which is like, again, your money and your career. I don't know, like some of you again are hiring your education to bring more money and advance your career. Some of you are completing that, so now we can get a better job. Some of you, we are now going to start our own business, maybe even start it on the side, but it's like what we need is finally coming in. Also, this could be just a little bit of extra money showing up for Cancer, because we have magical blessings here. So to me, it's like new beginnings in 2nd house energy, new beginnings in 9th house energy, and new beginnings in 10th house energy. And this 10th house being attached to Leo has a lot to do with your creativity and your passion. All right, and the 9th house connected to the 11th house, to me, is all about creating more spiritually based relationships in your life, whether it's friendship or romantic. So Cancer, those are your messages. And oh my God, look at that. Do you see what time it is? Do you see what time it is? And I'm just wrapping you guys up. Oh, I love it. I love it, Cancer. How beautiful was that? How special was that? Because this is card 1. So yes, it is new beginnings for Cancer through this eclipse season. I am wishing you guys all the very best. Take care.